Good morning, students. Okay. At first, answer one question. Okay. Have you ever visited any place which is surrounded by nature? Have you ever visited? Definitely yes. Do you want to revisit that place when you people gets exhausted with your daily life, daily routine, or when you find yourself within the chaotic environment of the city, noisy environment of the city? Do you want to revisit that place again? Why so? Why so? Because it is going to give you the pleasure, peace, isn't it? Yes, in the solitude you will find your what? Bliss, your happiness, your joy, your glee, isn't it? So the same thing happened in this poetry that today we are going to read. Okay, and what is the name of that poetry? It is the Lake Isle of Innisfree, written by the most famous poet William Butler Yeats. Okay, W.B. Yeats. Okay, before going to the chapter, before going to that explanation of the poetry, let's discuss about the title. What do you mean by Innisfree? Innisfree means your island. Write down, everyone. This means island. And what do you mean by this Innisfree? Innisfree is the name of that island. Okay, it is the name of that island. Where it's situated? It is situated in the waters of Lovegill. In the waters of Lovegill. What do you mean by in the waters of Lovegill? It means this is the lake. This is the lake. Done? So Innisfree is the island which is located in the waters of Lovegill, and this Lovegill is at County Siglo. This is the city, and this city is located at Ireland. IRE. Okay, Ireland. Okay, this city is located at Ireland. It means this Innisfree island is located at somewhere at Ireland. Done? Is it clear to all? Then the writer is talking about a place of Ireland. Okay, it means there is some kind of relation between this Ireland and this poet, isn't it? So what is the relationship? Now W.B. Yeats, William Butler Yeats, is our Irish poet. Is an Irish poet. Irish poet, what do you mean by Irish poet? The poet, the person who belongs to Ireland. Understood? The person who belongs to Ireland. Is it clear? This much idea, this much thing is clear? Yes, shall I proceed to the next part? Yes, okay. Shall I erase it? Yes, okay. I hope everyone has written. Then what is the background of this thing? You must know what is the background of this poetry. What was the exact thing which triggered all the thoughts that he has explained in this poetry? Okay, so what was that thing? Once W.B. Yeats was passing through a street, He was walking through a street, and somewhere he got to hear the sound of a fountain which was there at a shop. A fountain, a ball was floating over it. Okay, a fountain, a artificial fountain, and a ball was floating over it. As the waters were falling down, it was creating a certain kind of sound, the water trickling sound. And the trickling sound, he was able to hear the trickling sound of the water, and that sound was the thing which triggered the thought of the poet. Okay, triggered the thought of the poet. Thought regarding what? Thought regarding the Innisfree island and about the lake. How? Now he was able to recall the sound of that lake, and he was able to associate, by associating with the sound of the fountain, the falling water, the water which were falling from the fountain. Okay, he was able to associate the thought. Okay, and you should ask a question over here, that what is the relevance of W.B. Yeats with this place, with this island? Definitely, you should. There must be a connection, isn't it? So what is that connection? When W.B. Yeats was in his childhood, at that time, usually he was spending his summer's days. Okay, he was spending his summers of his childhood in that island. Okay, and this was one of the most favorite place of W.B. Yeats, of the poet. And now he is an adult, and he is completely busy in his life, and he is not getting enough time to get back to that place and to enjoy the same thing again that he was enjoying in his childhood. The thing that he was enjoying in his childhood. That's why, in order to escape himself, I am emphasizing this word, in order to escape himself from the chaotic, from the noisy surrounding of the city, from the busy schedule of the city, he escaped himself from the noisy city to this beautiful land which is completely surrounded by nature. Completely surrounded by nature, where he will get what? Peace, joy, bliss in his tranquility, in his isolation, in his solitude. Got it? And in this poetry, he has described about lot of natural elements. Got it? बहुत से natural element के बारे में यहाँ पे वो mention भी किए हैं. Okay, and this poetry is the testimony, it is the great testimony that yes, W.B. Yeats was heavily influenced by romanticism. He was heavily influenced by romanticism. Romanticism, what do you mean by romanticism? Romanticism is a thing, okay, where in this time, what happened? The poets, the writers, usually they were writing about nature. They were considering themselves as the priest of nature. They were beautifying it with their words, in their poetries, in their literary works. Okay, so in this poetry as well, in the lake Isle of Innisfree, in this poetry as well, W.B. Yeats is praising nature. He is explaining the beauty of the nature. When we people will go through this poetry, we will find that he has described very beautifully every single detail or every single element of the nature in a very detailed way.